Good morning, everyone. How about this crowd? Woohoo! It is a beautiful morning to celebrate the official opening of Town Branch Commons Trail. And right off the bat, I want to thank Carla Gover and Diane Timmons for the great music that we enjoyed. Thank you so much. I'm joined today by our governor, Andy Beshear, our Congressman Andy Barr, Kentucky Transportation Secretary and former Mayor Jim Gray, and landscape architect Katy Off. I also want to recognize several of our council members who are here, and I think they're all kind of clumped right here. Council member at large Chuck Ellinger, Council member James Brown, Council member Josh McKern, Vice Mayor Steve Kay, Council member Hannah Legree, Council member Liz Sheehan, Council member Fred Brown, Councilmember Whitney Baxter, Councilmember Jennifer Reynolds, Councilmember Kathy Ploman. We definitely have a quorum here. And have I missed anyone who just arrived? All right, thank you, council members. So before I get started, I want to recognize some of the vast number of people who helped make this project a reality. It's quite a list, so for the most part, I'm going to name organizations and businesses that have made Town Branch Commons Trail possible. So first, our funding partners: the Federal Highway Administration, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet, the Kentucky Division of Water, the Kentucky Infrastructure Authority, and the Kentucky Area MPO. Our external consulting team is also robust. SCAPE, AECOM, Lord X Sargent, Gresham Smith, Strand Engineering, EHI, Element Design, and PACE Contracting. And then our internal team. Although he no longer works for the city, we'll start right off with Jamie Emmons, who served as Mayor Gray's chief of staff. And I understand he was a bulldog on this project. Our outstanding project manager, Brandy Peacher. Whoa, Brandy. Where'd she go? There you are. You also have been a bulldog. Environmental Quality and Public Works Commissioners, 2 of them. Dowell Hoskins, who has also left the city since then, and Nancy Albright. I think Nancy's here someplace. Our Director of Engineering, Doug Burton. Our Director of Traffic Engineering, Jeff Neal. Former Director of Grants, and our current Commissioner of Housing, Charlie Lanter. And of course, 10 years worth of council members. We embraced this project and approved the funding. It's a lot of council members. And finally, the project's very earliest supporters: the Lexington Downtown Development Authority, the University of Kentucky College of Design, Bluegrass Community Foundation, LexTran, Town Branch Trail Inc., Lexington Center Corp., and the members of the Rupp Arena Arts and Entertainment District Task Force. Okay, if I just named off your group or you, will you raise your hand? We want to give you all a big rousing applause. There you are. Whoops. So It has taken us, the city, 10 years, beginning to end, to build this 2.2-mile trail. 10 years. That's persistence. There was nothing easy about it. Winning the funding, getting the right designer, putting together a plan, and doing the construction right through the heart of downtown. It was all difficult. Now we're ready to cut the ribbon, to officially open this trail. And we can appreciate our accomplishment. In just 2.2 miles, Town Branch Commons Trail is a path to economic vitality, healthy living, and to our beautiful bluegrass countryside. It's the kind of quality of life investment that people in Lexington treasure and visitors travel here to enjoy. The design of the trail celebrates the bluegrass by bringing iconic elements through the heart of our city. It features lush stormwater landscaping using native grasses, flowers, and trees. There's a modern interpretation of Lexington's dry-stacked limestone fences and paving details inspired by the karst geology found all across Kentucky. The trail roughly follows the path of historic Town Branch, our city's original water source, right through downtown. It is 14 feet wide. It can accommodate all users while still retaining the same number of vehicular lanes on Vine Street and Midland Avenue. Riding or walking along the trail passes by or near Lexington businesses, entertainment venues, restaurants, art, and parks, and more parks. Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden, Charles Young Park, Northeastern Park, Thoroughbred Park, Phoenix Park, Henry A. Tandy Park, Triangle Park, and coming soon, Town Branch Commons Park. So now, I want to welcome to the podium our hometown governor, Andy Beshear.
Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you to Mayor Gorton for welcoming us. It is good to be in Lexington, city I was born and raised, and I will always be grateful to be a Fayette County Public School graduate. I was just thinking this morning of the number of public school educators in this county that not only helped me to be a better student, but a better man, and I will never forget their efforts. I'm also so happy to be here today to celebrate the completion of the Town Branch Commons corridor. Today is a milestone, not only for the Town Branch Commons plan, but also for Lexington as a whole. So let's have a round of applause for architect Katy Off and her team's amazing work. But let's also have a round of applause for a group of folks that are often not thanked at times like this. The construction workers, surveyors, stonemasons, landscapers, electricians, maintenance technicians. We oftentimes forget that a project for Kentuckians is built by Kentuckians, and we are grateful for everyone's hands who made this project a reality. As most of you know, Town Branch Creek is Lexington's foundational waterway. A small fork off the Elkhorn Creek is what first drew European settlers to this place in the late 1700s. Skip ahead a couple centuries, and much of Town Branch has been submerged as Lexington's downtown has grown into a thriving city. But now, more than a decade in the making. I was thinking a decade ago I was 34 with a lot more hair, and none of it was gray. But Town Branch Commons is reclaiming and it's reimagining this key resource for this city's limitless future. Today, we're marking the completion of the project's park and trail corridor, a beautiful pathway and greenway that stretches more than 3 miles from the Distillery District through downtown right to Lexington's historic East End. This amazing achievement is a link between Lexington's past and its future. It ties the region's rolling horse farms with the city's growing and vibrant urban core. With great creativity and thoughtful design, it bridges any gaps between public use and economic development, and it connects Lexington's families to a new, modern resource for exercise, leisure, commerce, and convenience. Folks, I believe in our Kentucky families, and I've been honored to be able to share my family. People I love more than anybody else in the world with you, Brittany, Will, Lila, and even Winnie. Wide, and look at what this park is going to mean to our Fayette County and Kentucky families. A place that we can come together and build memories, but also a place that's going to attract new families and new residents as Kentucky and Fayette County grow. Just look at what it's going to offer. Wide, safe lanes for walking, biking, rollerblading, and more. Lighting and signage for public safety, and the landscape design with its signature limestone and bluegrass features is second to none. This project will benefit the Commonwealth of Kentucky. From economic development to quality of life, this is a major step forward for this city and for this state. So with Town Branch Commons coming into view, we are witnessing Lexington reinvent itself once again for a new era. And I believe it can be an era of prosperity for all of our families. Listen, I get it's hard right now. Pandemic, ice storms, tornadoes, flooding, a war in Europe, and inflation that, yes, while it is temporary, it is tough on our families. While gas may go down, groceries go up. But I have faith. I have faith because I've seen how we have risen to address each and every one of these challenges, and I have seen what is coming tomorrow. After we push through these tough days, a brighter future for my kids and for yours. Just look at what's happening in Lexington. Back in April, I was downtown to celebrate the grand opening of the Central Bank Center expansion. That stunning $310 million reimagining of Rupp Arena and the Convention Center is the single largest public sector investment in Central Kentucky history.
Woo-hoo. All right.
Just look at how it contributed to helping those in need in Eastern Kentucky. That new Rupp Arena was the site of a relief benefit on Tuesday with Chris Stapleton, Tyler Childers, Dwight Yoakam, and Patty Lovelace and Ricky Skaggs even showed up to help out. And the new convention center is bringing thousands of new visitors. It is a new front door to this community with the Town Branch Trail right outside and the coming Town Branch Park set to complete an amazing renovation of the downtown area. It is important because, again, while the present is tough, the future has a chance to be something more special than many of us thought was possible. Since I took office, 50 new location and expansion projects have been announced in Lexington alone, representing almost $76 million and creating 1,230 plus new jobs. This year alone, 10 new location and expansion projects have been announced, representing almost $25 million and creating 430 new jobs. And this is a part of something special going on all across Kentucky. Last year in 2021, we didn't just break, we shattered every economic development in the books, every record. Total investment, $11.2 billion, almost double what we'd averaged in the past. 18,000 new jobs at the second highest wage we've ever announced, also a record. And this year is already shaping up to at least be the second best year for economic development we have ever seen. So this project is just part of how we have faith that we can push through the tough days that we're in to a future where we can achieve that dream of every parent and grandparent across this state. We all share one, that our kids will never have to leave this Commonwealth or the area they're from because we make sure every opportunity is available for them. And that is both a good job in growing industries as well as a standard and quality of life that beats out any other state and any other community across the United States. And it's our responsibility moving into this future to make sure it reaches every part of the state and every neighborhood of this and every other city. So just think about how Town Branch Trail is part of such an important neighborhood. Lexington's East End has long been a key cultural and commercial center for the city's black community. Right over there, a memorial garden named for legendary African-American jockey Isaac Murphy provides the link from this trail to the 12-mile Legacy Park. And just a block away, as the mayor mentioned, is Charles Young Park, named for the trailblazing black military officer who I was proud to be able to promote to general when he was denied that rank so long ago. And just this year, the president officially made that nationally recognized. He is now General Charles Young. And we also stand in the shadow of Frank X. Walker's poem, Ode to the East End, proudly displayed on this new Met housing and commercial development, which is also the home to the Artist Village, a living and working space for area creators and artisans. I think what you see here is Lexington's commitment to making sure every community and all of our people, especially those that have been too often left out in moments of prosperity, are included in this Kentucky that we are building for tomorrow. As I said earlier, we are witnessing Lexington reinvent itself for the future. But the truth is, nothing this consequential happens on its own. Standing behind us are a group of council members that work so well together. In key projects in moving Kentucky ahead, I don't see any party and any division, and that's something I'd like to be able to take back to Frankfort if y'all would let us. But I also see people from all over Lexington, multiple mayors, and just look at the number of different cabinets and offices from your state government that are a part of this. When I came into office, we wanted to talk about an administration that works together, that does not let the bureaucracy of different groups get in the way of progress. And I want to thank all the different parts of state government and all the employees that are here today for working so hard to make this a reality. And I know it took multiple mayors. Mayor, thank you for everything you've done, but I've got to recognize a former mayor, because he also happens to be my transportation cabinet secretary, for his work, Jim Gray. We'd all be here a very long time if I listed Jim's accomplishments. First, let me say he is an incredible cabinet secretary that is doing amazing things throughout Kentucky. Jim, thank you for your work. But I think it says something special about the Town Branch Commons project that it stands among his crowning achievements. Mayor Gorton continued that work with skill and commitment, and again, so many council members. 10 years in the making, through a pandemic, through everything we faced, but yet here we are today, about to cut the ribbon. And let me tell you, a ribbon cutting is the best event. A groundbreaking is about promise. The initial announcement is about hope. But the ribbon cutting is about the reality of the opportunity being realized and being here. Town Branch Commons is destined to become a defining Lexington feature, much as San Antonio's Riverwalk and the High Line in New York City's Chelsea neighborhood have come to represent those places. Completing the Town Branch Commons corridor brings us one step closer to full realization of this amazing project. Today is a great morning. I hope you've loved being here as much as I have, and I hope you feel the promise, and I hope you have the faith that today is an example that we're going to push through the challenges that are in front of us, and we're going to get to a bright tomorrow for my kids and your kids and grandkids. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth. Thank you all.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Governor Beshear, thank you very much. Those were wonderful remarks. And, you know, I think this, if you look around, the turnout of the number of different folks who showed up just exemplifies what you just said. Thank you. Now, we could not have done this without our Congressman, Andy Barr, and I want to welcome Congressman Barr to the podium next.
Oh, it is beautiful. Well, good morning. It is a beautiful morning, and appropriately so, to celebrate the completion of the Town Branch Commons Corridor. Mayor, thank you. Governor, thank you. Secretary, thank you. Kate, great work with this beautiful design. And congratulations to the city that I've called home since my birth, Lexington, Kentucky, the greatest American city in the country that I am proud to represent as a native Lexingtonian. This is a critical project that will provide an immediate positive impact to our local economy, while at the same time accommodating the future projected growth of downtown Lexington. As the mayor and governor rightly pointed out, what's great is it not just connects the 22 miles of the Legacy Trail and the Town Branch Trail, connecting downtown with our rural horse country, but it revitalizes and rehabilitates and reconnects us with our past, the karst topography of our geology, and the Town Branch Creek, where this wonderful city was founded in 1775, when word got back to the settlers of the battle in Massachusetts, and they named Lexington after that. And as the mayor pointed out, and the governor pointed out, this has been a long time in the making. 10 years of work, of persistence to keep this going. The governor said that he's lost a lot of hair in the last decade. I don't know. I think you're doing better than me. I don't know. I don't know if it's just the passage of time or the fact that I've served in Congress for 10 years. But in any event, it's taken that amount of time. And it was back in April of 2016 when we first communicated with President Obama's Secretary of Transportation, Anthony Fox, about how important this program and how much important this project was to the economic vitality of Lexington. And it was a partnership. It was a private-public partnership. It was a local, state, and federal partnership. And it was that partnership and synergy and teamwork that really attracted the $14 million that the U.S. Department of Transportation committed in the form of a Tiger Grant. And as a testament to the success of this public-private partnership between the City of Lexington and the Town Branch Fund, the Commons broke ground in July of 2018 after that $14 million Tiger Grant was awarded to bring this corridor system before us today. Beginning here at the Isaac Murphy Memorial Art Garden, which has personal significance to me because I saw Thomas Tolliver here earlier, who's been a longtime resident and advocate of the East End, and David Cozart. That was our 2007 Leadership Lexington class that had the vision of reconnecting to our roots of the horse racing in the East End, the horse racing tradition to the East End, and making sure that our children knew about the contributions of African American jockeys to this part of town and to our great thoroughbred industry. And it is that park now that connects all the way through downtown into the future Town Branch Park. And these commons will connect with other downtown parks, plazas, pedestrian areas. So this project serves as a connector of neighborhoods, of people, and of public spaces. Town Branch Commons will also serve as a hub to a completed citywide trail system. Together with the new Newtown Pike Town Branch Trail Corridor, the Commons will connect to the Legacy Trail on the north, as I said before, providing 22 miles of continuous walking, jogging, and cycling trails. Thank you to everyone here today who had a hand in helping see this project to fruition. And I would be remiss if I didn't point out the amazing private sector contributions to this project. And it goes to show the economic impact of public investment resulting in private sector activity. I was talking about the new markets tax credit and the importance of the Met and why the Met is here and why you have private investment here right next to the public investment. So this can attract the kind of private capital that we need. I continue to be an advocate for the new markets tax credit, and I'm a co-sponsor of a bill that would make the new markets tax credit permanent, something that is a priority for community ventures. Again, this is the kind of thing that can attract the private capital that we need, I'm very happy about that. We need to supercharge opportunity zones as well, and in the next Congress, we're looking forward to pushing an initiative that will attract even more private capital to support projects like this in the years to come. So for decades to come, our Lexington community will benefit from this thriving economy that is driven by the connections made from the Town Branch Commons. Thank you again to everybody involved, and congratulations to the city of Lexington, the city we all love, and all of those who helped with the completion of this project. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Congressman Barr. Now, this next speaker really needs no introduction, and I know that I said to Secretary Gray when he came in, I said it took 2 mayors to get this done. That's big, you know? A lot of projects don't go over 2 different mayors' time in office, but I know this is a day you've looked forward to for a long time, and this trail was your vision, and we are so excited that you are here to speak to us. So welcome to the podium.
Thanks, Mayor Gorton, and thanks, Mayor, for your remarks and for crowding the winner's circle and thanking so many who are here. And Governor, thank you for being here, and I want to tell you all that this is one great leader. I've never actually had a boss much in my life until I had a boss with this guy. And he keeps us on our toes and is a great leader for the people, for all the people of Kentucky. Thank you, Governor. Congressman, thank you for your help on this project too. I can tell you that, and Katy Off, you know this, when we were first pitching this project, I would go around to groups of folks in town, individuals. I'd say to somebody, you know, there's this town branch that's buried underground, and you know, we could at least accentuate it somehow. I would quote Victor Hugo, who said, there's nothing more important than an idea whose time has come. And most of the time, they would roll their eyes on me. But a few would smile, and that was good. And that was good, because then we got a little momentum, as the mayor said, as the governor said, as Congressman said. And we had the wisdom to recruit Katy Off, the landscape architect, who with her vision really pulled it all together. But as the mayor, our first responders, thank you all for your service. But as the mayor said, it took a community, so many that are here today. And as I said earlier, it's wonderful to crowd the winner's circle. It's a milestone for the entire city and a model for what in the transportation world we call complete streets, designed for all users, for bicyclists, for walkers, as well as for vehicles. Town Branch, as I'm repeating what's already been said, you all, I'll try to punctuate, but also accelerate. Town Branch was a 10-year project. Imagination, persistence, determination that tied together so much and connected Town Branch Trail, the Legacy Trail, and many miles of other trails, as well as Rupp Arena and the Convention Center. Lexington already has a wonderful quality of life. This just added to it. As the governor said, he used the right words when he talked about economy. Economy today is all tied to quality of life and quality of place. And that's what this project was really all about. You know, that was a little, thank you for that little applause line, Chuck. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You know, it was Ronald Reagan who said often, there's no limit to what you can achieve so long as you don't mind who gets the credit. So that credit goes, as it's already been said, to so many here. Such a long list of those. The mayor recognized a long list, but a few that I want to particularly, from my time as mayor and from the early parts of this project, I want to just punctuate and say again. Jamie Emmons, who was the chief of staff, and Jamie really was a bulldog. I mean, it did not matter that we did not win the first Tiger grant. We kept petitioning to the congressman, to senators, to Secretary Fox, to Victor Mendez at the Federal Highways Administration. Jamie was behind every single bit of that. To Brandy Peacher, Jeff Fugate, the Downtown Lexington Development Authority, and others who were with me in the mayor's office. And Stan Harvey, whose vision as an urban planner and persistent persuasion helped us get here today. You mentioned Dal Hoskins, who is a former Commissioner of Environmental Quality and Public Works, and Jonathan Hollinger. Together, they were the original project managers and got us off the ground and in the right direction. And along the way, the project had many other partners and supporters. And I want to point out Federal Highways District Administrator Todd Jeter, who is with us here today as he is all over the state. Thank you, Todd. The mayor's already gone through all these, so I will not do it again. I just want to thank one other group, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinets. I better do this since I'm there today. Both in District 7 and in the central office for their help on the project. A lot of work by a lot of people. Thank you, and I'll turn it back over to Mayor Gorton. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Secretary Gray. Our final speaker, what would we do without her? Landscape architect Katy Off, who has designed projects around the world, literally, and is the founding principal of SCAPE. Kate, thank you so much for finding time to join us today and for your beautiful work. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I can't imagine a more beautiful day to celebrate Town Branch Commons. So Town Branch Commons corridor weaves together stormwater management and a shared greenway and bikeway to link up the larger network of regional trails and open spaces. It's a catalytic project. It goes beyond its physical extents to really link up city, the countryside, and to create a whole new mental network, if you will, of Lexington. It was really my job. I mean, there have been so many people thanked this morning. I want to just amplify the thanks. I will say it was our job. We really came along at a very particular point in time where there was a vision and a direction established, and it was our job as the design team to bring physical form to that vision. I feel like that became the work of a lifetime, and I hope you can see in this beautiful linear park around you how the park's design is truly a love letter to the bluegrass landscape. It is a love letter to downtown Lexington, and it is now connecting all these pieces together. It's also an echo of Town Branch itself, the water that's flowing beneath us. And I feel a big part in articulating and bringing your vision into a physical form was this way that the design actually becomes implementable. It's not daylighting the creek underground, but it's bringing echoes of that creek. It's filtering the stormwater and cleaning the water beneath our feet. So it's been a thrill of a lifetime and an honor for us at SCAPE to work with the city and with our incredibly collaborative extended design team, everyone who raised their hands earlier today, engineers, architects, civil and lighting designers, and all of this work that you see around you is a testament to the years of this collaborative work. We wrote grant proposals together. We had public education initiatives, history, learning history, iterative design, selecting stone. It's been so much work by so many. So congratulations to the collaborative design team. Finally, so many thank yous have been said. I just wanted to say to Lexington, the eyes are on you now. This is a significant signature accomplishment. Cities and towns across the United States are trying to envision and implement projects exactly like this. When we started this project 10 years ago, we were researching models. There weren't so many. Now you are the model. And so my final closing remark, because I think I might be the person standing between a scissors and a ribbon, is to say that Mayor Gorton and Brandy Beshear, please, I know you're excited to cut this ribbon, but get ready to pick up the phone, because other cities will be calling you to learn the story of how Town Branch Commons was conceived, designed, funded, and implemented. It's a story that is one that many, many hundreds of people touched. So congratulations to everyone today on this huge signature accomplishment that is a national example for the kinds of future infrastructure that we all need to tie our cities and landscapes together and tie us to each other. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kate. At this point, we're going to cut a ribbon, and I'd like to invite our speakers to come kind of like here. And then we are going to crowd that winner's circle big time, and as many people as can crowd in there, come on. Now I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1, and then we'll cut. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go.